Okay, so here we are at a small wetland area. This is a natural area that's tucked in by a business park, kind of adjacent to the Nike campus west of Portland. And I've got my backpack and I'm gonna go head out and set up to do some painting. It took me exactly 15 minutes to drive here from my house, and there's a number of these small little wetland areas within a 15-minute drive. So this is a great little wetland area. It's really private. There's generally people kind of walking their dogs nearby. Generally, I come down here and spend 45 minutes to an hour or so doing some sketches. In this small backpack here, I've got my setup for oil painting, and I've got a setup for water media as well. For water media, I generally use Casein, which is a milk-based paint, and I've got both setups in here, and I'm going to show you just how kind of small and compact both of those setups are for either oil or Casein painting. So here I am set up at the edge of this wetland area. This small Prashad box is a Yugo box that's made by New Wave Pallets out of Philadelphia area. This is a small 6x8 panel, and this is a Mi Photo tripod. It collapses down into a really nice small kind of container to travel with. I've got my backpack here, an array of brushes, and I usually bring about 6 tubes of paint with me, 37 mil tubes of oil paint. Nice limited palette to work from, so I'm not bringing out all of more colors than I need. One other tip that I just wanted to make now is you'll see that the panel and the palette are in the same quality of light. Even though the wetland is over here that I'm looking at, I have the panel and the palette basically in shadow. If it was shining light directly onto the painting and the palette itself, it's a lot harder to judge the colors. And generally the painting becomes a lot darker than what you'd expect to see once you bring it inside, because you overcompensate by the strong light that's on both the palette and the painting. So keeping both the palette and the painting in the same quality of light, preferably in shadow, although there's quite a bit of ambient light for me to really get a clear picture of what I'm working with. This is my Casein setup. This is just a plywood board. It's about 12 by 16 inches. This is a palette pad right here where I've got my Casein palette out and a little room for color mixing. This is a Strathmore approximately 5.5 by 8.5 watercolor book, and that I have my page here taped out where I'm going to paint, just held together onto the board with binder clips. I've got a small, maybe 2-ounce plastic container for water that's just velcroed onto the plywood board. Again, everything, that plywood board has a tripod mount that I screwed into the bottom of it, so it just fits right onto the tripod, just like a normal Prashad box does. Again, everything's in one plane and receiving the same quantity and quality of light.